Hi, 2-3.
Hey, Tosyo. It's been a while.
Long time no see. Yeah, I know.
It's been like 2 seasons, 3 seasons.
Yeah, it's been 2 seasons, I guess.
Mhm.
So, are you ready for your interview for today?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not, but let's do it anyway.
All right, sounds good.
If you think I'm ever prepared for anything, you are so totally wrong. But that's all right.
Well, the outcome is always good.
Mhm.
So, I'm certain that you'll do great.
See,
All
we
right,
just have a
let's
goal
start.
and we figure it out along the way.
Yeah, exactly. All right, for the first person, it's Giovanni. He's asking, at the start of the game and you're at the cipher to decode, will you place a long portal in order to escape from the hunter or assist your teammates that passes by your cipher?
In terms of decoding, I usually always have a portal next to me anyway, just for the sake of, like, if it's a Woo or a Blood Queen, I get tossed on or mirror die, I can just instantly leave. Even if it's not a
Yeah.
blue portal, I'll just have, like, an escape route all sorted out for myself. Yeah, because if Priestess gives a free hit early on, her kite is very difficult.
Yeah. For the second question from him, if the hunter is not near you, will you still place a portal if you are being pursued to get some distance, or will you continue to kite using natural resources like pallets or windows?
In this case, I'm assuming he means that, like, I'm being chased but have enough distance. It
I think so.
depends on where I am. If I'm in, like, a bad area, I'll try to get out by using a portal, just get to a better kiting area and away from my teammates' ciphers. If I'm already in a good area, I'll just stay there and I'll, use the resources to kite, and then I can leave with, a portal. Yeah.
I see. All right, for the second person, he's asking, when you have 3 portals, should you place one immediately and wait for a third portal?
It's very rare that I ever have 3 portals on me. Because, like, I usually place one at the start of the game, call a blue portal, or if I don't call a blue portal and I finish a cipher, like, on my way to my second one, I'll be placing another portal anyway. Just,
I see. So you're
but
not saving portals then?
I keep at least one on me at any, like, given time, because if I get
Yeah.
teleported on something, but I don't usually let my portals get to 3 anyway. I think if you can, just don't hold on too tightly to them, because in an actual chase, sometimes you just won't have time to place them as you kite.
Yeah, that's true. It's better placing them beforehand, I guess.
Have your escape routes planned. Think about where you're gonna run when you're kiting. Think about where your teammates are going to run when they're kiting, and you can leave portals to help them.
Yanni is asking, where is the best kiting area for Priestess in every map?
The big building. In every map, the big building. Just honestly, the central idea of kiting with Priestess is just get into the biggest building. Yeah, that's literally it.
In Leo's memory, Sacred Heart Hospital.
Yeah, once you get into, like, the main buildings, it just becomes brainless looping. But yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone would ask for this question. What's the best persona for Priestess?
The best persona for Priestess? It's map dependent, and also depending on what, like, team comp you're working with. I run either full kite, 1 point in Stika, 1 point in exit path, and 3 points in Doxa. That's my main build. And then my other build, when I'm running with, like, a single rescuer on, like, Moonlit or Sacred, those 2 are the only maps that say you can run Tide Priestess on.
I see.
Run Tide, Max Doctor, Exit Path, Stika.
Actually, I'm still using your persona, the one that you left on my account.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I didn't touch it.
To be fair, the Tide Priestess is, like, full suicide. Like, if you die, you just literally die.
Yeah, I find it hard to kite. with Tide Priestess.
Yeah. The thing is, like on Moonlit and Sacred, you don't really get to use your speed boosts anyway, so you may as well just run Tide.
Yeah, that's true. For her last question, is it okay to place a blue portal early game?
Absolutely. I always do this if it's like any hunter that can travel quickly, or I know that they have teleport, so against the Geisha or something, or Wu, Blood Queen, Dream Witch even, I'll drop a blue early, so if they try to come to me or, you know, something like that, I can just immediately leave and then make them waste a Tosyo or mirror. Another thing is that if you send it to your rescuer early, then you can pick up their ciphers and then your other teammate can start a new one and then you don't have to worry about running across the map to do anything.
Yeah. It's cost effective and less time consuming.
Exactly.
Alright. Tech Boy is asking, do we use the super portal in the beginning or do we use it for Tide Turner rescues? Well, you answered the first one.
See, the thing about Tide rescues is like it's super risky now because the portals can actually get broken. If you cannot confirm that your teammates like know how to jam a portal into a corner and body block for it, honestly, don't risk it. Sometimes I like to send it to my rescuers early though, like before they go for the save if they're close. So say if it's like a Ripper or a Queen or something, it'd be forcing them to use their skill to break that portal. Like I've done this before as like a rescuer is running up to the chair to save against the Ripper. I just give them a blue, they pick it up, and the Ripper has to go break it, use his Fog Blade, and they get a damageless save, and he's like 7 miles away. And it's just, it's worth it. Even if it gets instantly broken, if it helps your teammates at all, it's worth it.
Yeah, because you're forcing the hunter to break the portal first rather than camping the survivor.
Exactly.
Alright, for the next one. Best kiting routes for Priestess.
Well, again, central idea is just to get yourself into the big building. Wherever you are, just get yourself into the building somehow. Just honestly, another thing with Priestess, pull maximum distance. Just always pull distance. Because if you're looping the hunter really closely, sometimes you just won't be able to use your portals at all, and you'd be giving a free hit. If you have distance, you can look at what the hunter is doing. You can decide where you want to go. You can, you don't let the hunter force you to like go wherever they want you to.
Do's and don'ts for Priestess.
Okay. First of all, if you think you're going to take a hit, don't waste a portal. If you think you can like avoid a hit for like 2 seconds and then get hit anyway,
that
don't use the portal.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's the same thing as kiting with enchant. If you think you're gonna get hit anyway, just save your stack, just save your portal. And then and another thing, you shouldn't be getting downed at your teammate's cipher to begin with, but if you do get down there and you do get chaired there, take the Tide Turner and just use your portals, get away from it, get away from your teammates. Stay away from their ciphers, don't let the hunter guard them. Yeah, because you're one of the characters that can just take a Tide and just be across the map if you want to be.
But if you're facing a Wu Chang or a BQ,
place your portals early, don't get jumped.
I mean, would you do the long portal plus Tide Turner rescue or no? Since they can just teleport.
On the map. If it's like Moonlit and they're in the opposite corner of the map, I will. Because Wu and Queen, they have to both walk to the middle. Queen has to walk across the bridge to be able to mirror.
How about Sacred Heart? Sacred Heart is a bit
honestly
small.
Not really worth it against the Queen. Actually, I wouldn't say it's worth against the Wu either. Depends on if he's T1 or T2. If he's still T1, then maybe you can get them up and they can kite for a bit. If it's the Queen, you just, even if you got them up, they can't kite. So, the point.
Yeah. No point indeed.
Sometimes though, I will do a blue portal just to get them away from the cipher. Yeah. I will
just like what you said.
Move their corpse over.
Makes sense. What is the best way to use your portals while kiting?
Best way to use your portals while kiting? Trap portals. Actually,
Just like the pallets.
into pallets, but like, you know, I guess they're kind of removing all the bug portals. What I used to do before they started removing those was I do like trap portals for a bit, and then I just do a bug portal, and they break it, and they're just gone. I have no
Yeah, I
idea where
hate
I
that.
go. Honestly, though, transitions probably would be a lot easier if you use your portals for those.
Yeah, I tried to stun Hunter with a pallet
Yeah, not
while
really.
using a portal. It didn't work.
It doesn't work very well. The thing is, like,
Yeah.
since they're removing all the bug portals, like, you know, if hunters have any like hint of map knowledge, they'd know it's going into a pallet, and they'd know to break it.
If Priestess is banned in high ranks,
Well,
who is your plan B?
well, I am fill role in like any team, so I play a lot of things, whatever the team needs. So Priestess isn't like my, only character.
My perfumer.
Like perfumer, mechanic, coordinator, mercenary. At this point, I might as well just, why don't I just pick up like 3 stunners while I'm at it? Yeah.
Somebody knows you. It's Todoroki.
Oh.
I watch her videos, and she's definitely one of the best priestesses in the game.
That's flattering. I am not anymore. It's been too long. I've seen them in my comments, though. They're cute.
This one. Could you show us some of the best portals to play? So, with this question, I would suggest to watch her guides.
Yeah, actually, I need to work on like a new set of portal guides since they're removing all the bug portals. I'm crying.
So you're gonna make an updated one, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna make an updated one at some point.
Yay!
Soon enough, when I'm motivated enough.
Oh, this one from Jonas Amaras. When is 2-3 going to be a top 1 priestess?
God, you wish, wouldn't you? No. I don't really plan to grind rank again, honestly. It's kind of tiring. Also, coursework is like actively killing me.
Kiting method with Priestess. I think you've answered this.
Yeah, just kite as you would any other character, and when you need to make a transition, use a portal or don't. Just get yourself into the big building, and then you can use all the portals you've saved up and the brainless loop. Her value is like far greater in support, though, honestly.
Alright, for Akoru, is Priestess a good second rescuer to save people on chair?
I mean, she's a good first rescuer if your first rescue can't go save.
Especially basement.
Yeah, exactly. She's pretty great. The only problem, right, is that she's very bad at keeping people alive off chair. If you stop
Can you give an example?
So the thing
Like
is, like, if you stop to place a portal, right, you can't body block. But if you body block, you can't do anything else. Like, the reason why she's so, like, she's okay at saving is that she can get to the chair really fast. Regardless of where she is on the map, she can just vroom. But for actual second chair rescue, getting people, out alive, not so much. Can't really do a lot. Honestly, I'd say like even Perfumer, Dancer, Seer, they're better at second saving and body blocking. I mean, she's okay if you have like portals already set up. But not so much if you have to just run to a new area and get someone off chair and then keep them alive.
Oh, 3 questions for one person. Do you think she's a better kiter or a rescuer?
I mean, I think she's a better support, but she's probably a better kiter. I'd say more reliable. Anyway,
Yeah, I would treat her as a support character. Especially on big maps.
Yeah. See, the way I play Priestess, I don't even show my face. I just leave portals for my teammates to kite. And if they take it, they live. I'm kidding, but like, really, yeah, she's a lot more valuable as a support. Especially if she's not chased early game, she just gets to set up like an entire portal network across the map. And like, her end game is so good if she's not the one being chased at gate.
Yeah, that blue portal is really...
Honestly, like when that blue portal comes up, even if the hunters teleport, they just lose the game. they just lose straight up.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a double teleport like Wu or 3 million leeches on the map. But honestly, though,
Yeah.
the thing is, like, if you're gonna second save with her, make sure she's not the one that's being chased after Cypher Pop. And if you're kiting with her, she doesn't get to have any value at endgame, which I find pretty unfortunate. So I try to not take first kite when I can manage it. She's a great second kite, though, if your first kite didn't go well. Yeah, because by the time a hunter, eliminates someone and switches targets, you'd have so many portals set up at that point that they just can't chase you. If they chase you, they die at the very least.
The hunter would just give up.
Just watch you walk through 3 portals like, oh yeah, no, I don't want this anymore.
Alright, do you think that they're gonna nerf her again? Even more?
Absolutely. And at the core of it, her skill is the same concept as Mad Eyes, where it just alters the map, so it can never truly be like perfectly balanced. Like how you see Mad Eyes being released and then getting nerfed like 8 times and they're still not done. It's the same thing with Priestess. As long as people keep coming up with like new strategies and new ways to play these characters, it's just they can never truly balance her. So yeah, as like new strategies come up and such, new maps, they'll have to keep changing her just to fit with the meta.
I kind of miss the old Priestess, wherein you can use your portal and the hunter can't go through.
Badcage.jpg.
Exactly.
Oh my god, that was terrible. Yeah, like the older Priestesses, you place a portal and they break it and they just have no idea where you went.
I would usually give up chasing Priestess at that time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was also the reason why Priestess was the main rescuer back then, because no one ever chased her.
Alright, for the last question. Is it viable to put portals around the map when you're not kiting?
Absolutely. Help your teammates, help yourself.
And it says here, I heard some people put some around the map just in case your teammates are in trouble. Yeah, exactly.
I can probably give you a few clips of like me just placing portals beforehand and teammates actually getting to use them, and
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, for Tosyo's question, when are you going to sing?
When am I gonna sing? Well, I did promise you this approximately half a year ago.
It's been so long.
I
honestly
will,
forgot about it. Alright, sounds good. Any last words for those who are aspiring to be Priestess main?
Well, find a good team to work with. If you play with randoms, you will cry. I'm not even brave enough to solo queue Priestess, honestly. It's so painful.
Yeah, that's true.
It just requires so much, like, teamwork.
Don't even use my mains anymore. like I used to. Not unless I know who are the people I'm playing with.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you for this guide, 2-3.
Thank you for interviewing me.
And I hope to see you play in the tournament.
Oh yeah, I probably won't be, but my team will be. And I'll be training that team. I have exams!
Well, at least your team is also playing.
Exactly.
So, I wish your team the best of luck.
Oh yeah, Mamma Mia back at it again. Alright. Thank you for organizing the tournament too.